Free kick to Crusaders to be taken by Burrows. Kirk Hunter in the box, so too Cleary. And Dunlop. Barry Hunter's there as well. Hunter! Oh, it's a goal! The big man has done it, and what a vital strike that could be. That could change the whole league championship campaign completely on its head. A beautiful free kick from Burrows, and what about that for a positive header from Kirk Hunter. Easton for Desi Gorman. Linfield have to attack now. Here's Gorman in the penalty area. It's Baxter. Now it's Curry. Campbell. The flag stays down. Johnston. Gorman. First minute of the second half, and Desi Gorman has made the breakthrough. Byrne wins the throw in. Looks to take it quickly. Does so. Surgeon. Heads for the byline, did well. Oh, Canning! And what a tremendous goal from Tony Canning. Holding it up, looks forward, and that's a good ball to McAvoy as Linfield try to get back. The run from McCallum, this could be dangerous. Oh, it is.
Graham Harvey, a 30-year-old Scot who has a habit of scoring goals in his debut, but a hat-trick, it was all ahead of him. But not until Wesley Lamont had turned away a cracking drive from Michael Tully. But then it was all Harvey, and if you thought that was an imaginary rabbit, then think again. He scored 3 goals within 36 minutes of the start. John Easton put him in here, and it was just one of a number of beautifully worked Linfield goals. Desi Gorman and the skillful, influential Philip Nell combined here, and Ian McCouche eventually played the final ball. Harvey has in the past scored in his debuts for Hibs, Dundee and Airdrie, and he clearly didn't lose the knack in transit from Scotland. Although there's no doubt that reluctant tackling and sparse marking helped the Blues to dominate proceedings, but this was a Linfield side that once again looked as if it had a championship winning formula. Philip Nell made it 3. Larne came back through John McKinstry. Trevor Anderson will watch this closely. Bad defence the cause, and Larne thought they were back in it. Graham Harvey had other ideas, and this was another example of how to split a defence. Every ball played was pinpoint. Larne were mesmerised, and Harvey was thankful of the free header. Some had doubted the value of signing Harvey, a washed-up, ageing Scot. You must be joking. More inadequate defending let Larne and John McKinstry in again to leave it 4-2 at the interval. But in the second half, Harvey showed that he can provide too. Great skill from him, and a killer ball to Ricky Wade. Gorman scored, and it was another goal that oozed class. Well, Graham suffered a foot injury towards the end, but it was his ball, his day, and Linfield's points.
After a prosperous Easter period, Linfield have installed themselves in a position where it's conceivable that they could lift the Gibson Cup tomorrow. That depends on 3 simple results: defeat for Crusaders, defeat for Portadown, and of course a win for the Blues against the outgoing league champions.
A huge and expectant crowd of Blue men were to witness an amazing afternoon that had more twists than a Poirot thriller. The game began quietly. You certainly couldn't say the same about the match across town at Seaview. Kirk Hunter, never far from the headlines, punched Gareth Davis and was sent off. Roy Walker claimed that his man was provoked. Ards manager Paul Malone disagreed, but would Hunter's dismissal cost the Crews the title? Controversy has followed the midfielder all season. Referee Herbie Bard tried to exert a calming influence on the frustrated Walker. Things weren't going well for Crusaders at Seaview, but the Glens were doing them a favour at the Oval.
Good ball for Raymond Campbell. And that's for McCartney. Good save, Lamont. Then turning pressure. Johnny McCartney staying on his toes. And in comes Smith and Devine. And now it's Douglas. And it's McKeever. And off the line by Nell. McCartney. And Dornan gets it away. Twentyman. Kelly. Now Douglas can chase this one, and he's done well. Douglas, oh, what a goal! What a goal by Stephen Douglas! A fabulous finish. The goalkeeper Lamont absolutely stranded, and the Linfield fans are completely stunned.
Shortly after that Douglas goal, Crusaders took the lead too. A well-worked effort eventually finished by the influential Sid Burrows. And at this stage, Crusaders looked good for the title. Portadown, by contrast, were struggling and fell behind to a Tom Cleland goal. If that was the turning point at Ballyskea, then there was most certainly a moment of significance at the Oval. Ray Morrison's bad tackle ended John Easton's participation, and Linfield were forced to use sub Robert Campbell. He would have an influence eventually, but in the meantime the Blues had more Glenn's pressure to absorb.
Raymond Campbell takes on Robert Campbell, who's not a tremendously good defensive player, and Campbell! What a super save by Lamont. That's the second very good save he's made in this match. Sammy Troughton with time, and Gary McCartney is onside, and the defence caught Noel Bailey back to help, and here's McCartney.
As Glentoran bombarded Linfield, Crusaders hammered at large. Barry Hunter came close to making it 2, but the match at the Oval was about to swing.
Jeff Twentyman make his presence felt this time, and there is Twentyman, but it's too far for him. Desi Gorman picks it up. Good ball for Campbell. Raymond Campbell comes across, and Glenn Hunter gets there. And Linfield are back on terms.
But as Linfield's title hopes were resurrected, Portadowns were dashed. Distilleries and Cleland second finished the Port's Championship challenge. Darren Erskine was about to do the same to Crusaders' title hopes as 10-man crews tired. A 78th minute goal made it Crusaders 1, Ards 1. Word quickly filtered back to the Oval, and Linfield responded with a crucial goal.
Jeff Twentyman is up again. In goes Twentyman. Good header, and it's in from Richie Johnson. And that might well be the goal that seals the league championship for the Blues, and I think the crowd knows it.
The whistle blew minutes later. Linfield revelled in their newfound championship status. Only a mathematical freak can now prevent them from locking the Gibson Cup in the Windsor Trophy cabinet. It had been a truly incredible day. Heartbreak for some, glorious celebration for the Blues. In the end, they won the title on goal difference. Crusaders had the major consolation of a place in the UEFA Cup. But Linfield didn't exactly celebrate in style their spot in the draw for the European Cup. They lost by 3-0 to Portadown. Mark was there.
32 minutes gone. Linfield 0, Portadown 0. And a rather low-key encounter this so far, as Stewart plays it in towards Casey, who wins it well. Now Fraser! And he has popped a few of the party balloons here at Windsor Park by putting his side in front. And to be honest, Portadown have looked the most likely side to score. Now Davidson brings it away for Portadown, a lead by 1-0. Cunningham on a run down the left-hand side, and a great run. He's beaten Dornan, and he's Fraser at the near post. And it's 2-0 to Portadown. And Sandy Fraser has scored both goals. And muted response, as you would expect from the Linfield fans. They think it's wonderful. Covered by Cunningham. And Cunningham has had a particularly good first half. Russell wants it short. Strains in the penalty area. Davidson has 3 choices here. Peebles, and a good chance here. 3-0. It's becoming a bit of a rout for Portadown. Quite incredible, really.
A bit of a hammering it may have been, but it didn't stop the Blues from unfurling their very own champions flag at the end of the game. They had to remove it from the dusty recesses of Windsor Park and also clear a space in the trophy cabinet. Alan Dornan was the proud man who displayed the Gibson Cup to the Linfield faithful. In reality, the destination of the championship had been decided a week earlier.